Scarlett Johansson has been a constant presence in Hollywood for more than 2 decades, yet she still has a way of making every appearance feel fresh. From her earliest roles to her current status as a global icon, she has grown up in front of audiences while maintaining a sense of mystery and authenticity. Lately, much of the conversation around her has focused not on a single film or performance, but on the way she shows up in the world with calm assurance. In an industry that often thrives on extremes and fleeting trends, Scarlett represents something steadier. She doesn't chase attention, it seems to find her. That quality alone sets her apart. Her recent public appearances have reminded people why she has endured for so long. She brings presence, intention, and a grounded sense of self to everything she does. Rather than fitting into whatever mold is currently popular, she appears comfortable defining her own lane. That confidence, built over years of experience, is what continues to captivate fans and critics alike. Redefining beauty without saying a word. What stands out most about Scarlett Johansson today is not a dramatic transformation, but her consistency. She has never dramatically reshaped herself to match Hollywood's shifting expectations, and that quiet refusal has become powerful. In a time when perfection is often curated through filters, edits, and extreme discipline, Scarlett's appearance feels refreshingly real. She carries herself with ease, allowing her natural features to be exactly that, natural. This has sparked renewed admiration, not because she looks a certain way, but because she looks like herself. The attention around her recent appearances reflects a broader cultural shift, where audiences are beginning to value authenticity over illusion. Scarlett doesn't make speeches about body standards every time she steps out. She simply exists confidently, and that sends a message on its own. By doing so, she reminds people that beauty is not a narrow definition, but a spectrum, shaped by individuality, comfort, and self-acceptance. Confidence as the true headliner. If there is one quality that consistently defines Scarlett Johansson, it is confidence. Not the loud, attention-seeking kind, but the grounded assurance that comes from knowing who you are. When she enters a room, there is a sense of calm control that naturally draws attention. It's not about commanding the spotlight, but about being fully present in it. This confidence has been shaped by years of navigating an industry that can be both rewarding and unforgiving. Instead of shrinking under scrutiny, she has learned to stand firmly in her own space. That energy is what people respond to most strongly. It transforms a simple appearance into a moment and turns clothing into an extension of personality rather than a costume. Scarlett's confidence feels earned, not manufactured, and that makes it relatable. It suggests that self-assurance isn't something you buy or borrow, but something you build through experience, resilience, and self-trust. Style as self-knowledge, not strategy. Scarlett Johansson's style has always reflected self-awareness rather than trend-chasing. Whether she's wearing a classic gown or a tailored suit, her choices feel intentional and personal. She understands what works for her, not because a stylist dictates it, but because she has spent years learning her own preferences. This understanding allows her to move seamlessly between old Hollywood elegance and modern simplicity. Off the red carpet, her looks are often understated, yet still polished, reinforcing the idea that true style doesn't depend on excess. What makes her fashion choices resonate is the confidence behind them. Clothes don't wear Scarlett, she wears them. That distinction matters. It shows that style is less about labels and more about alignment with who you are. By staying true to herself, she demonstrates that authenticity is always fashionable, regardless of season or trend. Longevity built on talent and choice. Scarlett Johansson's career is a masterclass in longevity. She has balanced massive blockbuster success with smaller, emotionally complex roles, proving her range again and again. From action-heavy franchises to intimate character studies, she has shown a willingness to take risks and evolve. This versatility has kept her relevant while many of her peers faded. Importantly, she has also learned when to say no, choosing projects that align with her values and interests. That discernment has allowed her to grow not just as an actress, but as a creative force. Her performances feel grounded because they are rooted in genuine curiosity and commitment. Audiences trust her because she doesn't phone it in. Each role carries intention. That same thoughtfulness extends beyond her work, shaping how she presents herself publicly. Her career reminds us that lasting success isn't built on constant reinvention, but on thoughtful evolution. Standing firm in a shifting industry. Hollywood has never been an easy place to exist authentically, especially for women. Expectations change constantly, and pressure to conform is relentless. Scarlett Johansson has faced her share of scrutiny, yet she has consistently pushed back against unfair standards. She has spoken openly about equal pay and creative agency, using her platform to advocate for systemic change. These efforts add depth to public conversations about her, reminding people that she is more than an image. Her willingness to address these issues reflects strength and awareness. She understands the influence she holds and chooses to use it responsibly. That balance between visibility and integrity is rare. It reinforces the idea that success doesn't require silence or compliance. By standing firm, Scarlett contributes to a broader shift in how women navigate power in entertainment, proving that confidence and conviction can coexist with grace, motherhood, growth, and perspective. Becoming a mother has added another layer to Scarlett Johansson's life, subtly influencing how she approaches her work and public presence. While she keeps her family life largely private, it's clear that this chapter has brought a deeper sense of perspective. Priorities shift, boundaries strengthen, and confidence often deepens. Scarlett appears more selective, more grounded, and more comfortable stepping back when needed. This balance challenges the outdated idea that personal growth and professional success are at odds. Instead, she embodies the possibility of having both. Her journey reflects maturity rather than retreat, showing that growth doesn't mean disappearing, but redefining what matters most. That perspective resonates with many people who see their own lives reflected in hers. It adds richness to her public image, reminding audiences that evolution is natural and necessary. Why the conversation really matters. The recent attention around Scarlett Johansson isn't truly about appearances, it's about what they represent. People aren't just noticing how she looks, but how she exists comfortably in her own skin. In a culture saturated with comparison, that ease feels radical. It invites a different kind of admiration, one rooted in respect rather than projection. Scarlett's presence encourages conversations about self-acceptance, longevity, and authenticity. She doesn't demand attention, yet she inspires it by simply being consistent and genuine. That's why the discussion has resonated so widely. It reflects a growing desire for role models who feel real, not perfected. In that sense, Scarlett becomes a symbol of balance between confidence and humility, visibility and privacy, strength and softness. The conversation matters because it signals a shift toward valuing the whole person, not just the surface. Comfort in one's own skin. At the heart of Scarlett Johansson's enduring appeal is comfort. Comfort with herself, her choices, and her place in the world. That comfort radiates outward, shaping how people perceive her. It's not something that can be manufactured or taught quickly. It comes from experience, reflection, and self-acceptance. When audiences see her today, they're not just seeing a famous actress, but a woman who has grown into herself under extraordinary circumstances. That authenticity is what makes her compelling. It reminds people that confidence doesn't mean perfection, and presence doesn't require performance. Scarlett's journey shows that owning who you are, without apology, is its own kind of power. And in a world that often pressures people to be more, different, or smaller, that message lands with quiet but lasting impact.